It was the 21st of August 2010, a day for Australians to exercise their democratic rights, meet their local members and eat a sausage. With an incredibly mediocre election campaign, it seemed voters were left confused. I know I was, so I journeyed to my local primary school in an effort to gain some clarity on voting day. It was mid-afternoon when I arrived at Bondi Public School. Unfortunately, I was too late. The much-anticipated sausage sizzle was over. Instead, I was forced to line my stomach with the bread of democracy, topped with the sauce of civil duty, as I chose my local sausage/member for the seat of Wentworth. The candidates included former LNP leader Malcolm Turnbull, Labour candidate Stephen Lewis, and some guy for the Greens named Matthew Robertson. Wanting to know more about the latter, I started by speaking with someone from the Greens. Hi, I'm here with... Sorry, what was your name?
Dominic Wykenak.
John.
Dominic.
Sorry. Clearly I was off to a bad start.
The Greens have a number of policies across all the areas where government policy needs to be made, but I like the fact that they can reduce those policies down to some very simple statements. In New South Wales, I'm particularly supporting the Greens Senate candidate Lee Rhiannon.
Oh, okay, sure. Lee Rhiannon, we saw her at the censorship rally a few weeks ago. Yeah, she's a nice lady.
Snake's alive that she could bore an asshole into a wooden horse. That wasn't really a question.
Yeah, I like a lot of the Greens policies. The only thing that I kind of don't like is, for those people who know me, I do a lot of fishing. I'm a big fisherman. I do a lot of fly fishing, a lot of spear fishing. I get the carp, I get the trout. And
so what Greens policy affects you there, or you don't agree with?
They're banning the fishing?
Yeah.
Is that right? Or
in some areas, no, that's probably a bit of misinformation.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Dominic, or John as he liked to be called, didn't understand my concerns as a voter, or as a fisherman. I was still confused, so I moved on to Labour. I'm here with, what was your name again?
John Wakefield. I'm the chairman of the Wentworth FEC, Federal Electoral Council for the Labor Party.
I noticed the Conservative side are over that end of the of the playground, and you guys are over this end. Is there a reason for that?
That often happens. It's interpersonal connections. It's about how people behave and act side by side.
So what do you think about Gillard's policies about boat people?
I have a more sympathetic view, I think, to boat people perhaps, and that which is being portrayed in this election.
Yeah, no, I disagree with Gillard on the immigration thing. What I take from it is that Gillard's kind of moved a bit to the right, and what I alluded to is, have you seen the Rocky movies?
As in Sylvester Stallone. They're a bit old for you, aren't they? They're a bit old for me.
I'm a big fan. Anyway, in Rocky 2, Mickey trains Rocky to punch with his right hand, right?
Yes.
And then midway through, he jabs
he to a southpaw, does he?
Yeah, he jabs Apollo Creed with the left. And I'm hoping Gillard will do that after the election. She'll swing back with the left.
Well, that's a possibility, but I think, not to be rude to you, you're misinterpreting what politics at a party level is actually about.
As long as Gillard beats Apollo Creed, I think I'm happy. Would that be the same for you? Apollo Creed being Tony Abbott.
Yeah, I understood. Yes, of course I'd be happy.
Well, fingers crossed.
It seemed Labour were divided.
Cheers.
I needed a party with a unified front. So as Malcolm Turnbull rested beside a garbage bin, I spoke with one of his most ardent supporters.
Okay, so sorry, what was your name again?
My name's Sally Betts.
And who are you supporting here today?
I'm a Liberal. I'm a Liberal councillor. I'm supporting Malcolm Turnbull.
And someone also said you were a mayor?
I'm the mayor of Waverley. Yeah, we're in Waverley. I'm the mayor.
Okay, sure. Sorry for not doing my research.
No, that's okay.
As far as Tony Abbott is concerned, Gillard yesterday was calling Tony Abbott a risk.
There is a real risk that Mr Abbott will be Prime Minister of Australia.
How do you respond to that?
I think that is a joke. The whole record of the Howard government of which Tony Abbott was a senior minister, was phenomenal. Julia Gillard is the risk. She is a disaster, a walking disaster. She's proven to be a disaster. She's scared. God help Australia if she wins.
Does the repetition of the word risk, she said it a lot. She said it like 20 times.
Risk, risk, risk. Risk, a real risk. A real risk. Risk, risk, risk. There is a very real risk.
And what do you think about Julia Gillard's personal situation? Do you think that bears a...
It's got absolutely nothing to do with it. I don't care.
Do you think voters in the area do?
No, I'm more worried about her hair than her marital status.
That makes sense. That's a good answer.
She does say I with her I, her hands up here.
Have the hand gestures worked for you as mayor?
No. Not at all.
Okay, sure.
The hair doesn't work for me either. But don't look at my hair today. I've been up since 5 o'clock.
Oh, it's okay. You look lovely.
Sally was a bit intimidating. Rather than making me vote Liberal, she made me want to get a haircut, return my library books, and get a real job. I was more confused than ever, but I did realise one thing. On the whole, no party really understood what we wanted, and yet they spent the whole day shoving pamphlets in our faces. We were just numbers in their game. Instead of listening to any of these people, I took a moment to sit and decide for myself. Now, 3 weeks on, and given the results, I can't help wondering whether everyone else got to do the same.